Hi, and welcome to another video by Jim the Car Guy. Today we have a 2003 Toyota Highlander, and the problem we have is a rattling noise in the back, especially when you're going over bumps. Sounds like a bad strut, when in reality it's not. What happens, the joint here just wears out where the swivel is, and also in the back over here where the sway bar connects up to the frame, these bushings go bad all the time. So today I'm going to show you how you can take these out. Not fairly simply, but they do come out. You just have to spray everything up really well with some penetrating oil. And then you take this is always extremely rusty inside here. This is you just tap in to work out all of the rust inside there, so you can get in there with a wrench. You clean out all the rust inside this Allen keyway right in here. What I normally do is I'll just take a wrench, put a wrench on it, hammer this in over the top of it, like this, make sure it's in all the way. Once you're in there all the way, you grab your ratchet, you put it onto the nut, and then you use your wrench to remove it. You're just holding it with the ratchet. You're holding it through the center, and you're turning the nut to take the nut off. You're not going to try to turn the ratchet because you're going to strip out the Allen. So you just hold the ratchet nice and straight on there so it doesn't move, and you keep on working it until you take the nut totally off. And then it comes right out. Fairly simple, as long as you don't strip it out. If you strip it out, then you're going to have a really big problem trying to get it off. You're going to have to get in there with a Rolex and cut it off, cut the nut off the housing itself. Once you have it removed, you pull this out on the other side here. You go around to the other side and you disconnect it on the far side, and then you'll pull it down and out. And then when you're taking out the stabilizer bar, you want to be very careful. You don't want to strip it out. So you use your penetrating oil again just to lubricate everything, and slowly just break it loose. Just keep constant pressure. Just don't yank on it. Just nice pressure, and it comes right out. And you just go around to the other side, and you do the exact same thing on the other side, so that way you can pull the sway bar down so you can get underneath it to get these out on the bottom without stripping them out. You pull it down, and now we go around the other side, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Disconnect it up on top on the strut, take that part down, pull the whole bar down, and now I can work a little bit easier down on the bottom here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change these sway bar bushings here. They actually have a split in them, and you just, once you take it off, you just open it up and it pulls it right off, and you can replace it with the new one. All right. Okay, and we're going to go back into the back over here. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to put the 14mm wrench onto the nut. We're going to take our Allen, put it into the back. We're going to hammer it in just so it stays in nice and tight. Once it's in there, you put your ratchet onto the Allen key, and you're basically just going to hold it there, and you're going to let the wrench do all the work to take it off. You just keep working it, just a wrench, and you hold it stationary with the with a ratchet. And that comes right out. Unscrew it. And we're ready to put the replacement on. But I want to show you what I was mentioning about the if the Allen key on the end of if this gets stripped out in here, the Allen hole on the top of the stabilizer link, what you got to do is you got to take a hacksaw or or some other tool to cut metal, and basically what you got to do is you have to take the link. This is the other side that I took off already, and what happened is the nut right in here, it's stripped out, so you couldn't get anything into it and there's no way to hold it. So what you do is you take a hacksaw and you cut the nut off in 3 different locations. You cut it across and then you just hit it with a hammer and it pops right out, and then you can put your replacement in. Okay, these are the replacements, and when you get the replacements, they come. They usually have grease fittings that you can put into them. As you can see, when they come from the store, they don't have the fittings in them. You screw the fittings in, and once you get the fittings in there, it's a lot easier to put it back onto the vehicle with the fittings installed. All right, so here we go. I'm going to put it back together. Just let me get set up here, and we'll get started. Okay, as we talked about before, we're going to change the sway bar bushings also, and what we're going to do is we're going to first catch the bottom link in place where it belongs. Just catch it in there. Okay. You take your sway bar bushing, and remember how I said it was split? It's split. It just goes on to the bar like that, and then you put the bar around this right here with the link, and you just catch it up in here. You don't have to tighten it in tight. You're just going to really just suspend it in there, just so it's easier to work with. Okay, just catch it temporarily, and then you get your stabilizer bushing in place. Hold it. Okay, and you catch your bolts. And right now we're just going to catch everything. We're not going to do anything as far as tightening it up yet. We're going to catch everything on this side as well as the other side. Okay, now once you have the other side, caught back in there, the new ones, they come with a slot up in the back that you can actually slide a wrench on to hold it in place without having to worry about stripping it out. You put your ratchet onto it and just tighten it up. Makes it a lot easier when you can put a wrench on the back of the stabilizer link and hold it in place versus the original factory. You wind up stripping it out. And then you just go down to the bottom and you do the exact same thing on the bottom. And you would tighten up the 2 bolts that hold the stabilizer bar to the body of the car. And just tighten it up. You don't have to go real tight, you just snug it in there, that's all. that's it. You're all set. The final thing you want to do is you want to get your grease gun and you want to grease up the fittings that you just put in there. And by greasing them, you'll never have to worry about changing them again. Just make sure everything is all greased up really well, and you should never have to worry about changing them again. All right, as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.